My name is Felicia Johnson, and I'm married to Gerald. We have 2 children together. Erica, when she was born 2 months premature and diagnosed with a rare genetic disorder called Pallister-Hall syndrome. We were told at that time that there would probably be 0 chance of it happening again, but 2 years later, our son was born and was diagnosed with the same condition. And it was rough for them in the beginning, and certainly not how we viewed family life and how we thought that our family life was going to be. But we kind of played the cards we were dealt, and we handled it as best we could, and we were able to do a lot of fun and enjoyable things as a family. And we had the opportunity to send the kids to an overnight camp, which was, well, at least for me, a big deal because I was never comfortable with them staying with anyone other than family. So we took them up into the mountains of Virginia. I picked them up on Friday, and they were just super excited about all the things that they had done the week. And I have to say that probably as a mom, that was probably one of my highest points. Then that night, Anthony developed some sort of what I thought was a stomach bug.
I had been stationed in Honduras probably for about 6 months at that time. I was able to come home on a mid-tour kind of thing, celebrated my birthday, Anthony's birthday, and then Felicia and I, we took both Anthony and Erica to an overnight camp, and they were, first time they'd done that, they went away from that. So it was a good time. While they were away at camp, I returned to Honduras to finish out my tour there. And so as they came home from the camp, Felicia told me over the phone that Anthony wasn't feeling well, and we needed to take him to the hospital. And I guess the low point was the conversation that she and I had while she was at the hospital. The paramedics had taken our son back to revive or try to revive him, and she was waiting for the doctor to come and tell her, that our boy was going to be okay. So as we're talking, she says to me that here comes the doctor, stand by for a second, and the phone went dead. And I knew that my boy was dead. That's probably my low. I was living life as if I were in control, and I found that I was not in control. It was a hard period. But I think, looking back on it, knowing that God is in control of things, I look back on the life that my son lived, and God's hand in my life at that time, not that my child was an angel, per se, but he taught me so many things. I mean, you can't imagine the unconditional love that my son exhibited. He was sick all his life. He didn't know any better. He just had love in his heart, and for me, that's, as I look back on it, I think that was God's gift to us.
The pain is there. Every morning I wake up, I think about him. I don't know what it is, but I think about him. And I have to ask God then to, just give me the strength to get through the day. And I do, and I feel good. I feel happy. I'm able to experience happy and joy. It kind of just boggles my mind that I can carry around the sadness that I do, but at the same time feel good and feel joy. And I know where it comes from, but it still kind of perplexes me that that's able to kind of shine through the sadness.
So, after getting over kicking myself and beating myself up over it, I can only, thank God for the time that we had with our son. And, we went to support groups afterwards, for people who had experienced such losses as we had. And there were so many in the group that more or less relying on man to fix the hurt inside of us. And not that I don't love those people, and they have their way of dealing, but for me, it wasn't something that I could fix. It wasn't something that man could fix. I've only been able to maintain and be where we are today. It's just that relationship with God, I think.